Hello everyone, Jim here with Sunrise Farm. Welcome back to part 2 of our video series on building a Hügelkultur type of mound and row system for our farm. As you can kind of see, I've got that ditch already dug like I showed you in the last video. This dirt, along with the grass debris from the top 6 or 8 inches, is going to go back in the ditch first on top of the logs. Then this is going to be more or less our fill dirt to start our actual mound with. As you can see right here, I've got one log already on my tractor and part of it over here as well. That is from a tree that came down about a month ago, missed my truck and my shop by about 40 feet, praise the Lord. But it came down in a storm one day. Woodpeckers had been eating on it for a couple of years or more, and it just rotted out, and you can kind of see it looks all bare from where the woodpeckers had attacked it. So we're going to go ahead and throw it in the ditch first. I don't know if we just need one per ditch. I've got a whole bunch of different logs and trees to be putting in these multiple rows as we do them. As I said before in that previous video, I'm going to be putting one here, here, and here. So there's going to be 4 of these mounds. We're going to see how many of my October harvest pumpkins will survive. They're all looking very peaked. Some of them have already died because I couldn't get them out of the 1-gallon pots quick enough. Just so much rain. In fact, there's still more rain called for this afternoon. So here I am trying to see if I can get this situated in the ground before at least that, so I don't have a ditch full of water. But at any rate, yeah, let's go ahead and get started. All right, as you can see, I only brought over 2 pieces of log, and that's about sufficient for me. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just trying to get a base down in there, and that way just displace some of the area for the dirt so that I can gain some good dirt to make a mound, and I can turn over the top dirt that had the grass and stuff in it. So I'm gonna go change out my forks for my bucket on my tractor. I'll come back and I'll begin by pushing this side over and then probably running down the ditch a little bit so we can get this compacted a little bit more before I go to that part. But you can put any kind of wood debris in there, leaves, grass. You do want to put some finer stuff in with bigger stuff because you ultimately want to compact it as much as possible so that later on down the road when this stuff starts to deteriorate, you don't get these big old voids and all of a sudden you come out here one day and your whole thing sunk 2 feet. So you want to try to compact it as much as possible with big and little stuff. That's why the dirt should help. Some of this leaf mulch I have should help. So that basically all that good dirt is going to end up ground level and above. So everything else is going to be filled in with the ditch, and we'll compact and run down that ditch a little bit with the tractor. If I was that worried about it, I would have got down in the ditch earlier with a shovel and kind of smoothed it out, evened it out a little bit. I wasn't, because I know that I can run it down with the tractor and compact it pretty good for my purposes. But also I'm not worried about down the road when this mountain settles a little bit, because it will. But when it settles a little bit, I'll just be able to fix it then. So let me go get my bucket on my tractor and I'll be right back. So thank you so much for watching part 2 of this video series on Hügelkultur. Hopefully this has been something of interest to you. You're finding some ways to maybe utilize it in your backyard garden all the way up to your farm. There's many applications for such a style of farming and regenerative agriculture and natural composting. So if you're finding this video series helpful on Hügelkultur, I'd appreciate it if you just go ahead and like our video, subscribe to our channel, press the bell icon to get notified of any future videos we got coming up, and stay tuned for part 3. I appreciate it so much. Thank you all for taking your time to watch this video. Take care, and God bless you. Have an amazing day in the Lord.